Did you know that right now, as you're watching this, your brain is doing some downright bizarre things that you have no idea about? Yep, that little 3-pound organ in your head is running the show in ways so strange that they sound almost impossible. Today we're going deep, like Alice down the rabbit hole deep, to uncover the mind-bending mysteries of your brain. From memory tricks to survival hacks built right into your neural wiring, get ready to be amazed, baffled, and maybe even a bit freaked out as we dive into 18 weird things you probably didn't know about the one thing that knows everything about you, your brain. Number 1, your brain generates enough electricity to power a light bulb. Let's start with a shocker. Right now, your brain produces around 20 watts of electricity, enough to power a small light bulb. And that's just the electrical activity, not even counting the chemical reactions. Each thought, each decision, and even each daydream is fueled by tiny electrical currents zipping through your neurons. Number 2, your brain can delete memories while you sleep. Every night, your brain's like a librarian deciding what to keep and what to toss from the day. This process, called synaptic pruning, removes unimportant information to make space for what matters. Ever wake up and can't remember why you were worried the day before? Your brain did a little cleaning overnight. Number 3, your brain is 73% water and it can shrink. Yep, over 2/3 of your brain is H2O. And when you're dehydrated even by just a little, your brain literally shrinks. That's why dehydration can cause headaches, fatigue, and even mood changes. So drink up, your brain depends on it. Number 4, it knows more than you do. Ever have a gut feeling about something? That's your brain working on a subconscious level, connecting dots you don't even realize are there. This instinctual knowledge happens because your brain has taken in and processed way more information than you're consciously aware of. Number 5, your brain sees everything upside down. Fun fact, the image that hits your retina is actually upside down, but your brain flips it around without you even realizing it. It's like your brain has a built-in editing suite, constantly fine-tuning how you see the world. Number 6, you can't actually multitask. We like to think we can juggle multiple things at once, but your brain? Not so much. It can only focus on one task at a time. What feels like multitasking is actually task switching, which makes us less efficient. All right, are we starting to feel just a little mind blown yet? Because we're just getting started. Number 7, brains sync up in close relationships. When we're close to someone, whether it's a friend or a partner, our brainwaves actually start to mirror each other's. It's a phenomenon known as brainwave synchronization, and it can even explain why you and your best friend start finishing each other's sentences. Number 8, it has its own pain threshold. Here's something strange. Your brain can't feel pain. Yep, the thing responsible for processing every stub toe and headache doesn't actually feel pain itself. This is why surgeons can perform brain surgery on conscious patients without causing discomfort. Number 9, your brain freezes time in emergencies. Ever been in a dangerous situation and felt like everything slowed down? This time freeze effect is your brain's way of processing information at a higher speed to help you react quickly. So, in a way, your brain really can warp time, or at least your perception of it. Number 10, the brain changes shape with learning. Each time you learn something new, your brain physically changes. Neurons form new connections, growing and reorganizing to store what you've learned. You're literally reshaping your mind. Number 11, you're only using part of it, but not in the way you think. The myth that we only use 10% of our brains? Total myth. We use almost all of our brain, but not all at once. Different areas are constantly active depending on what we're doing. Number 12, it can't differentiate between reality and imagination. When you vividly imagine an experience, your brain activates in almost the same way as if you were actually doing it. That's why athletes and performers use visualization. It literally practices for them. Number 13, our brain has its own Wi-Fi, mirror neurons. Have you ever watched someone yawn and then felt the urge to yawn? That's thanks to mirror neurons, special brain cells that mirror others' actions, helping us empathize and connect. Number 14, it's wired for storytelling. Our brains are hardwired for storytelling. Stories stimulate more areas of the brain than plain facts and help us remember better. So if you want someone to remember something, tell it as a story. Isn't it funny how this wrinkly ball of neurons has all these weird, wonderful mechanisms? And here's the thing, it's just scratching the surface of what it's capable of. Number 15, your brain plays favorites with memories. Here's a quirky trait. Our brain is naturally wired to remember negative experiences more vividly than positive ones. It's a survival mechanism called the negativity bias, meant to keep us out of danger. Number 16, it's constantly rewriting your memories. When you recall a memory, your brain actually rewrites it slightly. It's like a mental game of telephone. So, memories change over time, making them less reliable than we think. Number 17. It prefers curiosity over certainty. Your brain loves a good mystery. When something puzzles us, our brain releases dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter. It's wired to keep us curious and hungry for new experiences. Number 18. Brains can be tricked into thinking they're younger. Studies show that when people engage in youthful activities or surround themselves with reminders of their younger years, their brains perform better cognitively. It's like a mental anti-aging trick. And there you have it, folks. 18 strange, mind-blowing facts that reveal just how incredible and incredibly weird our brains truly are. So next time you're stumped on a math problem, reliving an old memory, or just daydreaming about the future, remember, your brain is right there with you, working its magic in ways we're only beginning to understand. So, do yourself a favor. Be kind to it, challenge it, and maybe take a moment to thank it for the million little miracles it pulls off each day. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to feed your brain by subscribing.